Hello there, I'm your host Peter Taylor. Welcome back to Turnpoint Theatre's fourth week of Tickle Scratch, a free online series of Scratch Nights consisting of actors and writers from across the globe performed to you in the comfort of your own home. Tonight's pieces are based around the theme of Love Changes Everything, which were selected by a panel of judges, including our special guest judge this week, writer and performer Tom Manning. A quick message before we start, as tonight's performances will be a slight change in the schedule. Due to circumstances out of our control, we will only be performing 4 out of the 8 pieces tonight. The other 4 pieces will be performed on the 13th of October at 7:30 p.m. UK local time. We apologise to the writers whose pieces were supposed to be performed today, but we will be seeing your pieces very, very soon. Now, let's get things started with our first piece, which will be Uber in the Rain by William Fowkes, performed by Martin Sad and Malwina Sadowska. A man and a woman, both recently divorced from each other's best friend, run into each other in the rain. Enjoy.
It never fails. Just when you need Uber the most, all their cars disappear.
Simple economics. Demand surges, supply diminishes. Wait, Valerie?
Norbert, I didn't recognize you. Well, it's good to see you, I guess.
You guess?
I'm sorry. The situations are just a little awkward, that's all.
Look, my car's here. Why don't we share it? Are you Atticus? Nice to meet you. I need to add a stop at 3rd and 85th.
Am I taking you out of your way?
Don't worry about it. Now, what do you mean? What situations?
Oh, you know, divorces. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to act around you.
Has Janine been filling your head with horror stories?
Oh, we're not in touch anymore. Frankly, it's a little bit difficult for me now that she's with Owen. Kind of ironic how our spouses ended up together, isn't it?
More like infuriating. I mean, I know you were married to him and all, but isn't he a major asshole? Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Divorce is like a magician's box. It turns wonderful men into assholes.
And what does it do to the women?
It makes us pathetic.
Valerie, you've never been pathetic in your life. You were the class act in our group.
Then I guess Owen must have been looking for something a little more déclassé. Oops, that just slipped out. Janine couldn't help being charmed by Owen's wonderfulness.
Make up your mind. Is he charming or an arsehole?
He's multi-talented.
He was a fool to give you up.
That's very kind. Especially that I wasn't always nice to you.
I never minded. It's just your way. You're very funny. Certainly a lot funnier than Owen. Were you his ghostwriter all those years?
Not at all. He really is a brilliant playwright. Even if he's a narcissistic egotist. No, whoever thought you could miss a narcissistic egotist?
You miss him?
Of course I do. We were married as long as you and Janine were.
Yeah, but you guys had an open marriage, right? That's not love. That's a joke. Wasn't it humiliating for you to agree to Owen's terms?
Was it humiliating for Janine to agree to your terms?
That was entirely different. Given her past, I wasn't sure I could trust her.
You don't have to explain. You and Owen just have very different ways of showing your love. Owen loved me, but he was perfectly happy thinking that I'm roving the world, sleeping with all my colleagues and clients, which I wasn't, by the way.
I told you, that's not love.
My self-respect insists that I disagree. But maybe you're right.
Oh, Valerie, I'm sorry I said anything. I have no right to criticize you.
How would I have reacted if he did the same as you did and said, Valerie, the thought of you with another man terrifies me so much that I need to be reassured. I need you to sign fidelity agreement.
All right, stop. And you haven't even mentioned the part where I refuse to be bound by the same agreement myself. God, I was an arsehole too.
That's not what I'm saying. Okay, look. Just between me and you, and Atticus. I wish Owen loved me that way too.
It's how you should be loved, Valerie.
Well, no one's ever going to love me like that now. I'm not naive. I'll never even get another offer as good as Owen.
That's absurd.
No, I know what's in store for me. I'll focus on my work. I'll become one of those well-preserved older women who you see traveling in packs. I'll find a handsome, young, gay man to accompany me to the opera. All in all, it won't be a bad life.
But is that all you want?
Whoever gets what they want. My parents certainly didn't. But that's what life is.
I'm sorry you have such a bleak view. Well, that was fast. We're here already.
Thanks for the lift. I'm sorry we didn't have more time. I was really enjoying myself in your company for once. God, this woman can be rude. What I mean is that it's a shame that we never got to know each other better when we were all married.
Well, maybe we can rectify that sometime.
I'd like that. Look, before we part, I'd like you to know that my worldview is not really as bleak as all that. I'm really a very optimistic person. It's just that life keeps disappointing me. I can't seem to get anything I want. I wasn't even able to make Owen love me.
I thought you said he did love you.
No, you were right. That wasn't love. Or whatever it was, I wasn't able to keep it going. I told you the divorce has made me pathetic. I know I seem strong and independent. Valerie Clarkson, a fearless advisor to moguls and CEOs. But I'm not.
You're a wonderful woman, Valerie. Don't sell yourself short.
But who would ever want me now?
Poor Uber driver, having to deal with those two. Anywho. Next up, we have Love Mutation, written and performed by Eleanor May Blackburn. This is a piece about the many ways that love can transform us, for better or for worse. Enjoy.
Love changed me as a person. Made me funnier, made me giddy, made me proud. Made me feel on top, made me feel on top of the world. For a time. For better or for worse. Is this a blessing or a curse? I observed the differences but let them float by me. Carry me away. I didn't think to say, I don't want to change. I like who I am already. This sensation is strange, but not unfamiliar. The new love rebirths me, a baptism of personality, modifying my psyche, adjusting my temperament. I am chewed up and spat out. Returned, mismatched, peculiar, but intoxicated by it. I am unrecognisable to those I was once well known to, indistinguishable to everyone but you. You know me as this. You made me this. 2. Love altered my perspective, my outlook on the world, unconcerned to outer issues outside of you. I was blinded by bright lights. You were fluorescent, white hot. I couldn't see outside your form. And what a form it is. But there wasn't much space for me in your burning orbit. I forgot to eat. I forgot to wash until you barked at me again. I forgot myself. Just here for you. Only for you. What are friends? What is family? Things I once enjoyed meant nothing to me. Sometimes I silently wonder, if this is love, do I want it? If this is love, how do I get rid of it? But then I'd see your face. And those thoughts would be replaced with a longing, a yearning, a passion that defied the outer limits of space. I think. 3. Love turned me into a shell of a human. I let myself go. Not so much outwards, but inwards definitely. There were other things I let go of, or did they let go of me? We were separated. Self-esteem is a distant memory, lacked the necessary energy, rejected the rest of my family tree, spiraled in a downwards trajectory, obsessive, or with no emotion at all, numb, transparent in summary. This may have stemmed from you treating me as such, but it's my fault after all. I just didn't quite have the right touch. I was always just a little too much. So, after a while, I stopped feeling your angry words thrown around too easily. I stopped feeling your harsh swear words aimed at me. I stopped feeling your biting glares when other men's eyes were over me. I stopped feeling your abrupt palm onto skin that is fair and needed to be set free. I stopped feeling. I stopped. Four. Love changes everything. Until there's nothing left. Until you're alone on the floor, bereft and dying. Five. Love brought me back. Made me funnier, made me giddy, made me proud, made me feel on top of the world. First times together, sharing favourite things together, changing as a person for the better. The best version of yourself emerges, becoming selfless but still aware, feeling that you're home, showing them your home, sharing that home with them, seeing how you've grown with them, looking to the future with them, feeling safe, secure, out of harm's way, feeling some kind of way, feeling another person emotionally, physically, wrapping your body around theirs, becoming one person, fusing with your muse, leaving love-shaped bruises, feeling elated, feeling invincible. Love brought me back. Love changed everything. That is real love.
Next up we have Ages Ago by Andy Marchant, performed by Tom Hartwell and Howard Horner. Jed and Rod used to raise hell back in the day, but they haven't seen each other now for 12 years. A much-needed drinks reunion takes place, but Rod has a different reason for meeting other than getting drunk. Enjoy.
Rod!
Jed!
Mate!
Mate!
It's been what?
Years.
About 12.
About that.
It is that.
Long time.
Oh, mate, I know. It's Johnny's reception, wasn't it?
Was it?
It was.
Really? What? And it's really been, what?
12.
12 years.
Time fucking flies. I got you a drink.
Oh, cheers. I don't usually drink beer nowadays, though.
No?
No. Girlfriends got me onto...
Oh, don't tell me you're a wine wanker now.
Gin wanker, actually.
Fuck me. Right, well, I'll take it back then.
No, it's cool. It's fine. Cheers, Jed.
Cheers, Rod.
Look, I'm sorry
What's that, Rod?
that I've been shit at staying in touch.
Don't be silly, we're in touch.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it's been over a decade since we've done something like this.
We've got email, Facebook, we've got each other's mobiles.
Actually, I changed my number. Too many PPI scammers.
Oh,
Sorry, I should have... Hang on. I'll call you. That way, you've got the new one. There you go.
thanks. I guess that explains why you never came to any of my New Year's.
Yes, that explains that.
Never got the message.
Never did. Sorry.
So, what's new?
Well, actually, I just got engaged.
What?
In Amsterdam.
What, with the hookers and the weed?
But there's more to Amsterdam than hookers and weed.
You've changed.
I'm in love.
Ah, you big gay.
Jed, don't say stuff like that.
Why not? It's just a joke.
10 years ago? But the world's changed. You can't say a lot of the stuff that we used to say, and we were wrong to say it then too.
Bollocks. Well, congratulations. When's the big day?
Next June?
Oh, when's the stag do, more importantly?
I'm not sure I'm having one.
You're not having one? Jesus, it used to be going out on a lunch break was reason enough to get wankered. But then, when you're actually supposed to, when it's traditional, you... What happened to you?
Doug, I've been doing some thinking. You and me, we have stories. Like Keith Moon and Oliver Reed type stories, right?
Fuck yes, mate. Glory days.
Yeah. I want you to forget them. Or at least never mention them again, ever. To anyone.
Why?
I just don't want Deanna finding out about some of the stupid shit that I used to do. I mean, I had issues. I had problems. I was a right proper prick.
We were young and drunk and high. It's just stuff. She's probably done stupid shit too, alright? Just don't worry about it.
Please. Please promise me.
Fucking hell, Rod, alright? Your secret's safe with me. Alright, you were wearing beige cardigans and drinking carrot juice until the moment you met Diana.
Deanna.
Who fucking cares?
I do, Jed. I do. And one more thing.
What?
Everything that I ever sent you, every text, every email, every Facebook message, please delete them. Photos too. The bad ones. Please.
Is this the only reason why we're here? Why you bothered meeting me after 10 fucking years? So you can Brillo pad your past?
I'm not very happy with who I was back then.
You were happy at the time.
You sure about that?
Fine. Yeah, no, I'll scrub it all. Because you're my mate. Because I love you.
Thank you, Jed. Thank you. So, should I get us a couple more drinks?
Yeah. Yeah. 2 gins.
Finally, we have One Night Stand by Adam Szudrich, performed by Lindsey Cross, Frida Strom, and Brigid Hemingway. 3 women recount their dates with Stan simultaneously in a rat-a-tat-tat barrage of lust, self-doubt, and questionable dance moves. A comedy about seeing the same things through very different eyes. Enjoy.
We met on Tinder.
We met on Cupid.com.
He approached me on LinkedIn.
He's hot.
So hot.
Mildly attractive.
And my loser boyfriend literally just left me for someone with more EQ. Like, I can't do mathematics.
My therapist says that the only way I'll ever get over my ex is by putting myself out there.
I'm a married woman.
So, I swipe right.
So, I return his electronic kiss.
So, I accept his request and write, "Okay, I'll mentor you."
And we begin to text.
He starts messaging me.
We engage in a professional email relationship.
His name is Stan.
His name is Stan.
I say it's business. I'll call you Stanley.
Being older than me, he'll have that maturity and sexual experience, which is perfect for a relationship.
Being the same age as me, he'll have that emotional maturity and spiritual experience. How perfect is that for a relationship?
Being much younger than me, he'll have that immaturity and complete lack of experience, which is ideal for a mentee.
He suggests we meet at this little Italian cafe.
Little Italian cafe.
Little Italian cafe.
He's trying to pick me up.
He's trying to pick my brain.
I hope he doesn't try and pick me apart.
We look in 4 p.m. on a Saturday.
4 p.m. on a Saturday.
4 p.m. on a Saturday.
Which obviously means drinks.
Which obviously means coffee.
Which obviously means coffee, dinner, and drinks.
I keep my prep simple. Fake tan, mani-pedi, downstairs waxing, upstairs blow dry, and a double squirt of Botox.
I won't go through too much effort. They say that turns guys off, right? I don't want to come across as too desperate.
I wear something academic and low cut.
I wake up on Saturday feeling wired.
Nauseous.
Underwhelmed.
And I wait for him outside the cafe.
I wait for him across the street.
Keep him waiting for 15 minutes.
I'll put on dark sunglasses just in case someone sees me.
I post hot selfies on Facebook so everyone can see me.
I leave just enough to the imagination for him to see.
I text Stan saying, "Hi, I'm here, wearing purple polka dots. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face, smiley face, thumbs up." Just in case he doesn't recognize me. See, I may not possibly look exactly like my profile picture. It's my sister. She's 23 and a part-time model. Then, this other girl wearing purple polka dots just randomly arrives. She's waiting too. Oh, this could only happen to me. So I SMS Stan, "Hi, I'm the Miss Purple Polka Dots with the yellow carnation in my hair." Then, my purple polka dotted doppelganger just ups and leaves. What if he thinks I've made it all up? So I frantically start texting him, explaining everything, and just as I go to press send, I stop and...
He arrives holding a rose. What is this? The Bachelor?
A red rose.
How romantic!
He's waiting there like a despondent florist whose shop has just been blown away in a hurricane, and the only thing he can salvage is the single rose he's left clutching.
But he's hot.
So hot!
Mildly attractive.
He says, "Hi, you must be Rachel,"
Holly,
and holds the cafe door open.
letting me,
And first.
Like some cheesy tryhard.
like some old-fashioned gentleman who...
He clearly just wants to check out my ass.
The place is so kitsch,
Quaint.
Inappropriate for mentoring.
with these awful plastic tables.
Like you'd find in an authentic restaurant in Milan and...
IKEA.
We sit, and this enormous
really sweet.
Quite sour.
Italian woman introduces herself as the owner.
Seems kind of nervous around her.
There's a familiarity between the two.
She hands us these really cute...
Incredibly tacky.
Menus.
We're eating.
We're eating.
Thank God, because I am so hungry, I could eat a vegan.
It's Italian, and I don't do carbs.
I'll have the garlic pizza as a starter, lasagna as a main, and tiramisu for dessert.
I order a double espresso.
A salad, no dressing, from the children's menu. And Stan
Stanley.
says, "I'll have what she's having."
I'll have what she's having.
I'll have what she's having.
And then he starts talking.
Blabbering.
A lot of super complicated words.
He's obviously nervous.
Very self-assured.
Borderline narcissistic.
And he's cracking jokes.
He's cracking up.
Is he on crack?
And we're flirting.
In this awkward silence that's...
Strangely, intellectually stimulating.
I'm staring at him, thinking about my ex and how this time I'll be strong enough not to go back to him.
And I'm staring at him and I'm thinking, why am I feeling these butterflies and not guilt?
And I'm staring at him and thinking, God, I hope that cold sore is not herpes.
When I look at my phone,
It's after 7.
it's 4:23.
It's time to mentor the boy.
Then suddenly he stands up,
Reaching into his pocket
Pulling out a coin.
walking over.
to this amazing retro.
Piece of junk gaudy jukebox.
Asking me to dance.
Asking me to dance.
Asking me to dance.
I excuse myself.
Going to the toilet
The ladies.
to see if there's a window to escape from.
And I'm sitting on the lavatory writing this gushy message to my...
Husband. Explaining that I've been called back into work and I'm stuck.
With my arse wedged in the bathroom window. It takes 2 chefs to pull me free.
He takes me dancing.
He walks me to the bus.
We go to happy hour after happier hour.
And as the sun rises, I dangle my door keys in his drunken smile.
That's smirking right at me, and I know he's about to.
Thank God Almighty that the bus is early and I can put us both out of this hideous misery.
And as we reach my front door, he turns to me.
And as the bus door opens, he turns to me.
As he opens our taxi door, he turns to me.
And something in his face changes.
You can almost see the thoughts jumping across his brain.
Fear.
Anxiety.
Erectile dysfunction.
He kisses me on the cheek.
He embraces me in this beautiful warm hug.
He awkwardly shakes my hand like I'm the Queen of England and says,
I'll call you.
I'll call you.
I'll call you.
Then comes the day after.
The day after.
The day after.
I totally get that a guy has to play all cool the day after.
I'm out of the loop. Are women now supposed to initiate the day after?
The day after, I delete his number, turn my phone off, and consider changing phone providers.
See, I think any call or text the day after shows that a guy is too keen.
I spent the day checking my mobile repeatedly.
By that evening, the prick hasn't contacted me.
I'm feeding the baby when my phone rings.
So I print off his profile picture, cut off his head, staple it to a teddy bear and stab sewing needles through its fluffy heart when my phone rings.
It's quite sweet.
He's pretending to be all sugar sweet.
When I eventually turn my phone back on, I see 5 missed calls from Stan.
He tells me about his mother-in-law.
I didn't receive 5 missed calls from my ex in 7 years.
He tells me about his mother-in-law.
The first messages are all apologies for being so nervous. Explained really nervously.
And you can't sugarcoat rejection.
Is he mentally disturbed to reject me?
He says how he watched me from across the street as I panicked over the girl in purple polka dots.
But it did make me remember how my husband used to make me feel.
It did confirm my belief that all men are just giant dicks on legs.
That he saw this tenderness in me, and from that moment, he just knew. I was his 3rd date, and he just knew. Then he tells me about his mother-in-law.
I don't know. Maybe true love is 2 flawed people refusing to give up on each other. I think it was Aristotle that said that. Was it Justin Bieber?
The woman who served us in the Italian cafe where we met, that was his mother-in-law. She's the one that convinced Stan to get back out there and to search for love again. That's what his wife would have wanted. She was only 24. His mother-in-law said that I was perfetta. Perfect. Apparently it was my appetite and my signature dance moves. It's my ex.
And that is part 1 of Tickle and Scratch's 4th week, Love Changes Everything. Thank you so much to all the writers and the actors who were involved in the shows. We honestly appreciate the time that you put in to making this work. Also, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed any of the performances, please help give us a like. Share the video around to your friends and family to help spread the creative joy. Our next show will be part 2 of Love Changes Everything, and you can catch that on Tuesday, the 13th of October at 7:30 UK local time. But until then, I've been your host, Peter Taylor. That is all from us here at 10 Point Theatre. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.